The one mutant I've been trying to avoid as a 7-star is Northstar. The one tech that I've been trying to get is Arcade. That has been the success story, thankfully. But that may all change in the future because we've had the balanced information from Kabam on those two champions, and let's see what's going to happen. So, Kabam let us know, first of all, that Arcade, with Gauntlet of Traps and Tricks, Arcade was designed to reward space control, both on attacker and as defender. Sometimes I'm pretty lazy when it comes to playing against Arcade. Not all the time, but sometimes, where I'm like, I just don't think too much about the traps. Bad habit. But when I'm wanting to counter this champion better, I'll probably use something like Angela or other cosmic champions that are effective against it. Anyway, an attacking Arcade requires some setup to get his damage loop going out of benefits from a wide utility set. I know a lot of people use, the thing is, the champions use quite a bit for defensive aspects rather than offense. Yes, it's still used as an attacker. That doesn't take away from the fact it's just predominantly, I see a lot of on defense than I see in attack. But it's still a fantastic champion. As long as you keep winning prize tickets and the space control granted by his booby traps, defending Arcade was designed to be punished with... Oh no, so we've switched on to kind of like how you play from an attacking. A defending Arcade was designed to be punishing with two main threats, his auto block and poisonous clouds. A review of Arcade's performance so far indicates that the damage output of his attacker loop is coming up shorter than targeted. Interesting. So he's going to get a buff. In most encounters, notably the poison damage from his poisonous clouds, and will be rebalanced as a result, so that I can imagine will go up. Arcade's impact defensively has been slow but solid, having found success in a few spots on Alliance War map over time, and has been impactful in some but not all Battlegrounds season since release. Arcade's rebalance will be focused on upgrading his poisonous cloud and auto block gameplay. So a little bit of defense and a little bit of offense at the same time. Nice. Okay, that's good. As I said, I predominantly have seen the champion as a defender, mainly because I've seen it as a defender. Like, I've gone up against him twice in Alliance War, I think, over the last 2 months, or since he was actually since he was put in, and in Alliance War's defense, in Battlegrounds defense once. Have you faced off against him more in defense than you have used him in offense? That, and again, is another thing. I think higher up as well, the spectrum of Alliance War's rankings, you might see him a bit more. Lower down the ranks of, or lower down the tiers or map types, you may see him a little bit less. So that's good. It's good all round for everybody. Northstar now. This is the champion that I've tried to avoid. I know a lot of other people as well haven't been too fussed. Again, not saying he's ridiculously bad. Well, let's read to see if Kabam is going to change him. Northstar flew into the contest with a goal of being a reliable and effective attacker in longer fights. While investigating his target for Northstar, we discovered two different things. At 10 momentum, Northstar was able to stunlock opponents for millions of health at a time. Players, for the most part, were struggling to constantly ramp up Northstar. Hang on a minute. At 10 momentum, Northstar was able to stunlock opponents for millions of health at a time. Players, for the most part, were struggling to constantly ramp up Northstar. I've obviously overlooked this champion for that particular mechanic. Okay, that would have been nice, but I just haven't been fussed with it. This has Northstar in an awkward spot of struggling where he was targeted, while also being too automatic in niche situations. To address this, we've decided to rebalance Northstar around a max of 6 momentum, cutting the 10 momentum stun ability. The goal is for the ceiling to be around the same place because we are happy where he performs once he gets there, but easier and quicker to hit said ceiling within a fight. Okay, so it just improves the ramp overall. A trio of rebalances incoming: Arcade, Northstar and Silver Sables. I'm looking forward to Silver Sables as I picked up the 7-star version recently, if you saw the video. Tuning updates are slated to release in January with our 48.1 build, and then we'll find out more about Patriot and the leaders rebalance. I've heard some people go off the leader recently. There's this weird sentiment at the moment where people are going a little bit off. Don't know why that is. I think it's due to like maybe a recent issue with the Green Door, and then from there, it just, I don't know, people just seem to have gone away from it. Anyway, Patriot, that is going to be, again, I saw somebody saying that Patriot was brilliant, and other people, well, most people were saying it's not. So I'm hoping for a little bit of, I don't know, clarity from Kabam next month. It's a big month next month, with the birthday, with the banquet event, and the first week, which will be effectively Cyber Week. So that's going to be something important. How does everyone feel about these two champions being changed? I am happy about Arcade. Take it or leave with Northstar. Maybe this is a good excuse for me to start giving a damn about Northstar, because I think it's important to give a damn about champions that maybe you don't give a few hoots to. I don't have the 7-star version. I've got the 7-star version of Arcade, but not this one. And I guess it's going to be ramp up, isn't it? This momentum. Activating a special attack grants 1 indefinite momentum per level of the special attack. When a skill opponent, whatever. The cooldown for speed burst reduced by X. As an attacker with at least 2 momentum. Well, you want to get to 10 momentum. Or will be 6 momentum. First or second hits of special attack hit the opponent's block, become passively unblockable. The final hit of an SP inflicts a stun passive for 1.5 seconds. While the stun is active, the opponent is locked in place. That's what happens at 10. Getting to there seems to be where the problem is. And on special attacks, 100% chance to gain 9% prowess buff per momentum for 10 seconds. So it'll be 9% prowess buff times 10 per buff per momentum. Okay, so that would be like a 90% prowess damage aspect. So Kabam are basically saying you can get the maximize elements of damage potential, but with fewer effort, and that fewer effort being activating a special attack grants 1 indefinite momentum. So that's like doing 6 SP1s to get to the higher thresholds of damage that this champion should activate, and then do the big prowess damage, and then everything's good. Which would be, I don't know, you probably do an SP2 or something. Yeah. Very exciting. I think the Northstar buff interests me because I've never vibed with it. Never vibed with a champion. Time to vibe with a champion. Time to figure out what is good about this. And yeah, roll on January. Like, got to be excited about some things. What are your thoughts on this one? What are your thoughts on the damage potential of the poisons? With, and we should just check it out for heck's sake. Where is my Arcade? He's down there. Still a champion I've got to like sort out. With his poisons. Because that, if Kabam say it's going to be the poison damage being amplified, then it's there. When the opponent enters a poisonous cloud, gain whatever. If they are inflicted with a poison debuff, dealing X amount over 10 seconds. Yeah, okay. Right, I can see by reading this just quickly that there's a just cause to kind of give it a bit more ramp and a bit more kind of meat to the build. So they've got meat in the veg. Anyway, what am I talking about? It's Christmas dinner, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on everything when it comes to these champions being changed? What of the two interests you the most? As I said, for me, it is Northstar. But what are your thoughts? Put it in the comments. Have a lovely day. I'll see you probably tomorrow for some more content. Bye.